Yo, what's up? Yeah, man, let me chime in. Yo, I'm telling you, I'm the only one that's keeping it a buck for 100. You know, because I believe all these experts and analysts, players, everybody know what's going on. In these sports. So with this Caitlyn thing, man, like I think it's so much hatred because people know what's actually being done because they're using it too. They're using this illegal energy. You know what I mean? So, but it's only being used for them to come up, but so far. But they want to make it seem like Caitlyn, Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? So they want to use it, much more for her, the illegal energy. You know what I mean? So say they using it 90% for her, then they using the 70% for everybody else. They like, and then you have the cultural phenomenon part of it. That as you raise it for Caitlyn, yeah, the white races, you know what I mean? They're going to come out and support her more and stuff like that. But we know even if it probably was used 90% for the black players, they still wouldn't, come out like that. So I believe that's the dilemma right there. And so they using this, you know what I mean? They're using this, I'm telling you, they're using this illegal energy all across the league. Everybody using everybody can shoot 3-pointers now. You know what I mean? Then if you look at it, some of the black players still can't, but for the most part, all the white players, all of them can shoot. You know what I mean? And that's the thing that gets me, man. Like I have noticed, like, I don't know what it is, but white people are more able to just turn off their conscience just like that and do something illegal. I notice black players, like, they'll struggle and they'll be like, oh, and they'll shy away from it, like, oh. But then they might end up doing whatever. But white players, they be like, okay, it's gonna benefit me. Okay, let's do it. That's that's how it is, yo. So and it's still a crime. Look at this. So with Angel Reese, they got them, dueling everything. But this is how much they still got to set this thing up. This guy, they traded a great 3-pointer. She was probably hitting 6 or 7 threes a game for this guy. She was definitely helping them win. All right. And then before the matchup with Angel and Caitlyn, they're talking about, oh, the team mysteriously, all of them sick now. And now one of their best players, she couldn't come to the Kennedy. She didn't come to the game. And then as I'm watching the game, they're fouling Angel Reese, but then the other player, it was a black player, they're giving her all kind of fouls. So no, if you're benefiting Caitlyn, it don't matter your color, because they're gonna make you sure you're gonna get called fouls. You're gonna be able to benefit from what we're trying to do for Caitlyn. So they calling all kind of fouls, phantom fouls and everything. And Angel, it seemed like they took her energy away. She didn't even seem like herself. She didn't have no fire, no passion. They wasn't throwing her the ball. 10 points. Last game, compare the last time they played in this game. Angel was fired up. She was going to the hole. She was scoring. This game, she was just like lagging down and not really paying attention, not worried. Like, okay, here we go. I guess we're supposed to give her this game. They done did this to me, that to me. And to add insult to injury, they said we're going to make it Barbie night. We're going to call this Barbie night. So I'm telling you, this is how they do black people, man. Okay, we're going to call it your night. We're going to have all kind of shirts and stuff and people here to celebrate you. But this is what we're going to do. We're going to make it Caitlin's night, really. Everything going to go Caitlin's way. And then we're going to have Caitlin be signing shirts and celebrating in your own, on top of your own stuff. That's how it was designed. All right? So I'm just telling you, man, I'm telling you. And if we're not careful, man, yo, this is what happened. It's happening in boxing. It's happening in baseball. You know, I know they're using it in baseball. They're using it in NBA. They're using these illegal energies. And so with that shot, so now they can slow you down. You can become like a mummy. You know, it's so many different things they could do now. So now you're seeing white people, you know, become the champion boxing of the world. You know, it's some weird stuff. And you're like, yo, how all this stuff just adding up? You know, it's just lining up like they're winning a lot more now. Why? Jokic, last 3 years, you MVP? You know, because they're giving them energy and then they're taking away energy. You could be in the ring fighting. They do something to your head. You don't even know you're moving slow. You're moving like a zombie while they got their player moving fast and hitting you, but you don't even realize they done took away your energy. And that's what they did with whatchamacallit. They said, oh, he had on too much equipment, so that took away his energy. He couldn't. Nah. What the powers that be are doing is taking away people's energy, got them confused, and even the football games, I think they could just, your whole squad, they'll reduce your energy. So this is the crazy stuff, man. When you start dealing in this mess, you know, that's why chaos start to happen, because you don't know what's real, what's fake, what's what. That's why some stuff are just sacred. You don't mess with. Competing in sports, you don't mess with. I thought they had it right because they wouldn't, you know what I mean? They was trying to come down hard on steroids, but you'll do something 10 times greater that's going to mess up the game. Harvesting energy. I'm telling you, man, this world, man, it's got to be a revolution, or it's got to come to an end, because they just doing stuff that they ain't supposed to be doing. They released this COVID. They released this stuff on everybody. They released it. Not caring. They'll do all this for one player. I'm telling, how black people gonna be jealous when we done produced 1,000 Caitlin Clarks, 100,000 of them. The only thing she doing that I could give her credit for is shooting threes, which, I mean, that's a feat. But we done produce. Ain't no way black people jealous, because we doing it. We do it all the time. We got Steph Curry, we got Reggie Miller, so many different, Robert Horry, so many different 3-point. If you don't, only the person that can't produce like that person, now they can get jealous. But if you could you're producing that all the time, you know, but they're trying to make that the narrative, like we're jealous. It's crazy. Now, I do believe like some of the players might be a little bit upset because, you know what I mean? Like she might be getting the sensationalizing of her is far greater, and she's getting far greater, more, you know, more press, more recognition than anybody ever, you know, which I guess they call that overrated, you know, and that's at the expense of everybody else. It's some ballers, man. You know, I just started watching and I'm seeing there's some ballers in the WNBA. Kennedy Carter, her whole game is better than Caitlin's, except for 3-pointers. But everything else, the way she moved like a dude. Her attitude, yo, She did a step back 3-pointer to win the game. Ice cold, ice in veins. All right, so I'm just saying, man, yo, um, that's why I'm thinking too, man. Like, I don't know if I mind Trump winning, man, because maybe they will be crazy enough to go against. And I think they said that they're going to fire so many different government workers. Hopefully it's intelligence agencies, things like that. They need to shut them down. And they used to have it where just during wartime, they have greater intelligence. But if it wasn't wartime, they would shut them things down. And that needs to happen because we're surveillance state. They put lights, cameras all up on telephone poles, cameras everywhere now. You can't even do nothing. You get tickets, through the mail. They don't got to stop you no more. That's taking away your rights. They're taking away your rights, our rights. And I think hopefully, Trump will fight against. I mean, hopefully, Kamala would get aboard and start to acknowledge some of this stuff, man, and say, "Nah, we're not going to have that," and really talk about freedom. Fire these people, man. Get these people out of here. Start it all over. Either shut the CIA down or start it over with new people. The CIA, NASA, FBI. You start to get too many secrets, know too many, that it starts to you get too big for your britches. Just look at the assassination. They're assassinating the president. They tried to assassinate Trump. That's you too big. If you could try to, and no consequence, you could try to assassinate a president and there's no consequence. You assassinated Kennedy. You assassinated Martin Luther King. You assassinated Malcolm X. All these people. They just killed, assassinated, no consequence. No, you're too big. You're too big. They say you're too big to fail. And you need to go. So I just give, if you want the truth, I get a broader perspective of what's going on, everything that's going on. And I'll let you know it raw. I'm not holding nothing back on these people. All right. Continue to tune in. Hit that like button. Let's get me going. Get my channel going. Let's get the real out. Let's do something. Peace.